Hi, Lee Hogan, neighbors. Welcome. 8:01 here on the East Coast. That would be 5:01 p.m. on the West. Welcome to it. Welcome to another edition of Early Eating Sports Buffet with the Ginch. I am Sid Ginch, your host, Ryan F. here on the Red Line Radio Network. Let me just do something here real quick, and then we'll get into it here. I got to do this though. Let me just do this real quick. Let me take my ugly ass off here for just a second, because let's try this again. So there you have it. So let's jump into it, shall we? If you were living under a rock today, France beat Morocco 2-0. They advance to the Final Four. Look, they were in a tussle with Morocco. Morocco was putting up a fight. Then in the 60th minute, Mbappe scored, and then 6 minutes later, Dembele scored in the 66th minute. So France wins 2-0 against Morocco. Tomorrow it's going to be Spain and Belgium. I have Spain winning that one 2-0. Just think Spain will be too much for Belgium to overcome. Thanks for the like there. I appreciate it. Thanks to everybody that tunes in live. Questions, comments, criticisms, all welcome. If you're looking to the rest of the schedule for the weekend, again, tomorrow it's Spain and Belgium. Saturday, there's 2 games on the slate. Norway and England. I've got England winning that one 2-1. Argentina plays Switzerland. I had Argentina winning that one 2-1. Tomorrow, I've got Spain winning 2-0. I just think that Spain will be too much for them, but hey, that's why they play the game. Some other news and notes from around the world in sports. Reported by ESPN News Services, Clippers-Raptors trade involving Kawhi Leonard on hold amid probe. It will not be completed by the NBA until the NBA investigation into whether the Clippers circumvented salary cap is completed, the team announced Thursday. The Clippers and Raptors agreed to a trade on June 30th, if you remember, that would send the All-NBA forward to Toronto for Brandon Ingram and Grady Dick, unprotected first-round draft picks in 2023 and 2033 and 2031. 2007 first-round pick swap and 2 second-round picks, sources told ESPN. A lot of gobbledygook. Kawhi's on the back end of his career. He's been oft injured. Does it make both teams better? I don't know. It's a 3-point league. Kawhi's not a 3-point shooter. They're just looking for a spark, or they're looking for veteran leadership. I don't know. He's never been that kind of guy anyway. So I guess we'll have to keep an eye on that. Steph Curry has said that it's appealing to play with LeBron James. What else is he going to say? I mean, he played with Kevin Durant. He's played with some top-notch players. So, I mean, why not? Is LeBron going to go to Golden State? No. I either think he winds up with the Heat, or he winds up back in Cleveland to finish out his career. So, what else? Also reported by ESPN News Services, there are 8 indicted in a thwarted attack on the UFC's White House event. Just read this verbatim. 8 men were indicted on murder and terrorism conspiracy charges Thursday for their alleged roles in a thwarted drone and sniper attack on the UFC Freedom 250 event staged at the White House last month. The indictment charges all 8 in 2 separate conspiracies, one to provide material support to terrorists, and the second to commit murder on federal government territory and a murder of federal government official. It is unclear how close the would-be attackers could have come to carrying out the plan had it not been thwarted. According to the indictment, by the way, the plot began in May when the group began amassing money, firearms, ammunition, body armor, explosive, drones, medical equipment, communications equipment, and other items. This was going to be an elaborate plan. Maybe to take out everybody and then blow the White House up. I don't know. These are the times in which we live, unfortunately. Reported by Andreas Hale of Espen, Zuffa Boxing has added Shakur Stevenson in a landmark signing. What does it say here? Doesn't say what it was for. Just says that it's a huge signing for Zuffa Boxing. He is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters out there right now. He's 25-0, 11 by knockouts. Only 29 years old. It doesn't say what the signing was for, but he is signed with Zuffa Boxing. The Toronto Maple Leafs, reported by Kristen Shilton, ESPN. The Maple Leafs fire Haley Wickenheiser amid front office purge, it says here. She was fired by Toronto in a gutting of the front office staff, it says. That's all it says. Doesn't say why. Just says she was let go. Go to Major League Baseball, shall we? Some news and notes. Major League Baseball has reduced Wilson Contreras' suspension to 5 games. He will be eligible to participate in the All-Star game. He had appealed the suspension for his role in the benches clearing brawl against the Nationals on June 30th. He will begin serving his suspension beginning tonight, meaning he'll have one more game to sit out after the All-Star break. He left yesterday's game with a foot injury, so he has his reduced. Munetaka Murakami is expected to return to the White Sox tomorrow night. He's been sidelined by a strained right hammy. White Sox are still in first place, by the way, so you could probably use his services at the moment, but they've hit a bit of a slide. What else here in the world of baseball? Nothing really. I said the other day that Verlander is going to retire after the season. Scores from around the world in baseball today. Earlier, Braves beat my Pirates 10-5. Mets beat the Royals 7-3. The Yankees hammered the Rays 12-4. The Royals over the Cubs 3-2. Guardians beat the Twins 5-2, and the Red Sox in the Battle of the Soxes beat the White Sox 2-1. Ongoing right now, the Tigers are up on the Athletics 3-1. Marlins are up on the Mariners 6-2. Bottom of the 5th, Phillies and Reds are scoreless. Top of the second, the Brewers are up on the Cardinals 2-0, and the Angels and the Rangers just got underway 0-0. Later on, Diamondbacks, Padres, and the Rockies and the Giants. I went over a lot of NFL stuff last hour with 4-down territory. No real reason to go back for any of that. The NBA, I already talked about Kawhi. Some of this other stuff was from the last couple of days, which I already went through. Hockey, I just went over some hockey news. Again, some of this other stuff that's on here, nothing major that is broken. A lot of this stuff I've gone over in the last couple of days. Let's go to the WNBA tonight. 3 games on the slate. Just tipped off Storm Dream. Storm with the early 3-0 lead. Later on, Fever at the Mercury. And the Aces are at the Fire. Let's jump to tennis, shall we? Wimbledon. Women's doubles today. The 1 seed, Katarina Siniakova and Taylor Townsend, were upset by the 10 seed, Kristina Mladenovic and Guo Hanyu. Lost a straight set, 7-6, 7-5. Also in women's doubles, Zhang Jinyu and Zhu Yifan beat Ingrid Neal and Giolina Olmos in 3 sets, 6-1, 2-6, 6-4. Men's doubles, the number 1 seed of Harry Halavara and Henry Patton beat Thanasi Kokinakis, Alexander Kovacevic, straight set, 7-6, 7-6. Also a final, the 6 seeds of Marcelo Arevalo and Mate Pavic beat Kevin Kreiwitz and Tim Pwetz, straight sets, 7-6, 6-2. Women's singles, Coco Gauff fell to the number 10 seed Carolina Makova, 3 sets, 2-6, 6-1, 7-6, or 6-7. Final, the number 9 seed Linda Noskova beat the 12 seed Marta Kostyuk, 6-4, 6-4. Mixed doubles, the number 2 seed Marcelo Arevalo and Yelena Ostapenko beat Storm Hunter and Mark Polmans in 3 sets, 4-6, 7-5, 6-2. Go to the world of golf, shall we? PGA Tour is at the Genesis Scottish Open over there in Scotland. Right now, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players tied at 5 under par. Tom Kim, Bernd Wiesberger, Patrick Cantlay, Rory McIlroy, and Rasmus Højgaard. They each shot 65, 5 under. They are atop the leaderboard. LPGA is in France. Excuse me as I take a sip of my beverage. The Amundi Avion Championship. Aki Awai. She shot an 8 under 63. She has a 2-shot lead on Perrine Delacour over there in France. PGA Tour champions. Sorry. Yeah, the senior PGA. They're in Akron, Ohio, the Cowlick Companies Championship. Jerry Kelly shot a 5 under 65. He has a 1-stroke lead over Darren Clark and Mike Weir. No live golf this week. The DP World, nothing till next month. Korn Ferry Tour, the Blue Championship out there in Colorado. Tommy Morrison shot a 963. He has a 2-shot lead over Robbie Shelton, Cole Sherwood, RJ Mankey, and Fikassin Mashon, each with 700 pars. Again, World Cup winding down. Major League Baseball, obviously, we are just shy of the All-Star game. NHL, slow. NBA, still kind of slow. NFL will start ramping up with camps. Again, the World Cup winding down. France punches their ticket to the Final Four. Wimbledon winding down. That's for the most part it. A lot of this stuff I went over yesterday. Again, short show. Some of these shows will be short because really right now, everything it's the World Cup, Major League Baseball, and then everything else. So once football starts really ramping up, the shows will be longer. So I'm going to end it there. Thanks to everybody who tunes in. It is greatly appreciated. I'm losing my mind here. Give me just a minute. Oh. Thought I saw something come over the ticker. Nope. I was wrong. So, got as I end each show, in just a second. Practice compassion, practice empathy, have passion for what you do. Hug somebody every once in a while, you might make their day. Tell somebody you love them, might not get a second opportunity. And for God's sakes, if you see somebody struggling in whatever fashion, ask questions, inquire what's bothering them. Are they seeking help? How can you help? How can you get them help? Because it might not just be saving a life. It might be saving a multitude of lives. That'll do it for me for this week. I think a very successful one here on the Red Line Radio Network. Again, thanks to Dave and Mr. D's here at the Red Line Radio Network, allowing me to become part of their family. I'm excited. 1 week in the books. My shows going forward will be on Monday, Tuesday, and on Thursdays in between 7 and 9 p.m. Monday, it will be early evening sports buffet with the Ginch, followed by For What It's Worth. Tuesdays will be early evening sports buffet with the Ginch, student body right, all things dedicated to college football. And then tonight on Thursdays, it'll be 4 Down Territory, followed by early evening sports buffet with the Ginch. Thanks to everybody that tunes in. Everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. There's only one thing left for me to do, and that's for Danny Don Meredith to take me out. Have a good one.
Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night, the party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.
Redline Network introduces our newest partnership, Outlaw Light. Outlaw is crafted for all of the beer-drinking patrons of America. They aren't preaching or teaching. Their mission, plain and simple, to provide a high-quality beer at an affordable price. Outlaw is crisp, crushable, refreshing. Available by the case, tall boys, 16-ounce six-packs or singles. Go to outlawbeer.com to find the nearest can or tavern near you. The Red Line Network proudly raises their cans to you. Stay bold, outlaw.
The party